I once told the Reaper, if people keep crossing me like this, one day I'm gonna explode. He didn't laugh. He just remembered. Something bad happened. So now, the Reaper is here. I said they talk reckless, walk with no code, no respect in their eyes, no weight in their soul. They bump into pain like it's all a joke, like a man ain't allowed to finally choke. Every day felt tighter than the last, like the world wanna test how long I'd last. The Reaper said pressure don't want before it breaks. I said I tried to bend, I tried to wait, but every time I kept my cool, they learned my silence was a tool. I said pressure kept stacking, breath getting tight, world kept pushing like it wanted to fight. The Reaper said you were trembling inside your own load. I said I told you, Reaper, one day I was bound to explode. I told the Reaper the outlaw rage would explode. Didn't know the day, but he always knew you can't keep wounding a loaded soul. The next surprise when control breaks through. There, this ain't a flex, this ain't a win. This is what happens when pressure wins. And this ain't a flex, this ain't a win. This is what happens when pressure wins. Oh, wait a minute, let me back up. And y'all folks, what happened? That night went left in a matter of breath. One bad moment led straight to death. No thrill in the dark, no pride in the ground. Just one body still, no victory sound. I stood there frozen, my hands still warm, and I felt the air change before the storm. The Reaper showed up without a sound, looked at the body, then looked back around. He said, Outlaw, was this you? I said, yeah. And the world fell quiet after that. The Reaper said, why? I said, because people forgot what respect is. I said, they push and poke till a man collapsed. I said, they treat pain like it's entertainment. Then I looked at him and said, I warned you one day I'd explode if they kept hurting me. The Reaper said, you did say that. I said, and they didn't stop. I said, I said, I ran out of ways to stay calm. I said, I ran out of ways to walk away. The Reaper said, and now one man's gone. I said, yeah, and that's the truth of it. The Reaper said, this ain't murder, it's consequence. This ain't rage, it's what rage leaves behind. I said, so what happens to me? He said, you live with it. I told the Reaper the outlaw rage would explode. Didn't know the day, but he always knew you can't keep wounding a loaded soul. The next surprise when control breaks through. There, this ain't a flex, this ain't a win. This is what happens when pressure wins. There, this ain't a flex, this ain't a win. This is what happens when pressure wins. Reaper said, you ain't my enemy. I said, never thought I was. I said, he said, but you crossed the line tonight. I said, yeah, and it proves what I warned you of. This night knows your name.